Welcome to my corner of the internet. Episode 9 of Ice Queendom is out, titled My Dream, Your Dream. And you know what? It feels like a lot of stuff happened this episode, but at the same time, it feels like not much happened at all. Given these past 2 weeks, I think I've said that it's been pretty much peaks in the anime. I've loved them a lot, but I feel like this one dropped the ball in some way. I mean, it really wasn't my favorite. It feels like there has been a lot of setup for next week though, so if the setup pays off, then hey, maybe I'll like it more. But it's just it relies on some of the fights that are coming next, and they haven't really been great on those fights. But yeah, when it comes to these fights, they're more often than not worth the payoff, so I am a little bit worried about that. Okay, so it seems all my worrying and excitement last episode, thinking that we were diving into RWBY's mindscape, was pretty much for nothing. I thought we were gonna be there, have her confront her problems, maybe even see some of us a bit. I don't know, but nope, none of that mattered because we were there for all of 5 minutes. And the thing is that, you know what sucked too? Even though we were there for that short amount of time, she's not even the reason she got out. Okay, she got out because Jean helped her out, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, good on Jean for being quick-witted and using his little grim immunity-imbued gear or whatever, and what seems like using his semblance as well. Like I said, good on that, but I just, if that was gonna happen, I would have rather she did it by herself, because at this point, RWBY pretty much got nothing out of it, no chance to grow, and it was just a waste of time, it seems like. I don't know if they plan on tackling RWBY's insecurities about leadership in the future, but this seemed like the perfect chance to do so, and it's we got 3 episodes left, so there's not really much future to go to. But getting into what actually happened, RWBY had a chance to talk with another version of Weiss, a more kind of, understanding version besides the nightmare we saw, and it's their talk pretty much helped them understand each other a little bit more, knowing that they both have this sort of trauma or problem that they're each dealing with, that, that they carry with them, and it kind of helped RWBY understand, oh, this is why Weiss needs these jails, this is her way of doing things, and RWBY probably has her own. Well, you know what? These talks might have helped with RWBY's insecurities, since Weiss mentioned that, that because she is this more free-spirited version of herself, that she takes into her leadership, it's the reason why RWBY is able to move across and traverse this nightmare in a way that nobody else can, just literally shaping the nightmare how she wants to, because she is that free spirit. So maybe that'll kind of help her get over that bit. But along with that, she also rallies up the rest of the Lolly Weisses, trying to help Weiss fight for herself in whatever reality she sees fit, instead of what the rest of Team RWBY were trying to force on her. So that'll, end up changing Weiss's mind or heart for the better, since it's actually what she wants to do, or what they hope that she wants to do to help them out of the nightmare. We also get another rendition of Mirror Mirror, although this time it's a lot more somber and not defeated. It's almost a death march, really. I mean, it practically is. But because of the kind of pull that RWBY has in Weiss's dream, she's able to kind of reach her heart and wake her back up before she goes to sleep and is fully consumed by the nightmare. Kind of allowing them more time to make it out alive, hopefully. So after we deal with 2 minutes of RWBY's dream, we go back to Blake and Yang entering this Faunus halfway house, and we finally get to see Blake's relic, or where it is, I should say. And, it's in a library like we thought, but the interesting thing is that it was behind a door with the White Fang logo on it, and not the current one. It's the old White Fang logo back when Gil was leading, the peaceful version of it. So it seems like, Blake's talks with Weiss has actually gone through to her, that she at least sees Blake as, well, obviously not like any of the other fonts, which, You see by her, not looking like a complete animal or grim, but that she also at least probably recognizes that old version of the White Fang as something to strive towards. I would think, or definitely the better version. So she doesn't just look down on faunus in general. It's more like, hey, the violet side, not a fan of that, which understandable. And this kind of helps Blake realize that both of them are kind of the same. Neither of them fell on those extreme sides. It's like Blake was never really into the whole violent side of the White Fang, and Weiss was never a just fully faunus hating racist. But they both kind of had to play along, or at least fit in with the crowds they were with to kind of achieve their goals in a way, or to support whatever beliefs they wanted to kind of push forward. Blake, again, wanted more equality, and Weiss just, it was just kind of her role as being a schneerus. But moving on from that, Blake gets a crazy idea. I don't know where she got this idea from, but since they figure they can't just take on Weiss head on, she's like, hey, I'ma piss her off. And I'm guessing it's to distract her, but she literally comes bursting out of the sky, dressed as Adam of all things. It's just like, I'm guessing it's to distract her, so everybody else can go on and fight the Nightmare Grim. And if you want to do it, dressing up as probably the most hated faunus you can is a way to do it. And side note, does she look like Raven? I thought that when I first saw it, and looking online, it seems like other people think it too. So I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but hey, I like Raven, so I like this too. But yeah, I'm interested to see if Blake's plan will actually work like she wants it to, and if it does, I'm gonna need that fight to go dumb, stupid, crazy. Like I've said that before and about previous fights, hasn't really happened yet, but I need it to. Okay, I really need it to. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, not one of my favorite episodes, but it still can redeem itself next week. I need that Blake and Weiss fight to go crazy though. That is going to help it a lot. Like these fights, usually they only do like one or two blows and then they back out and go to more talking. Like I get that, it's fine, but I need something. But then I'm expecting Ruby to go on and at least start confronting the Grim. I'm expecting Yang and John to take on the armored Jockshty statue. That's pretty much all I got right now, but we're gonna have to wait and see, and I'll see you next episode. Peace.